The following program is four guys talking about the happenings in the world. This show is meant to be comedic and informative. The content expressed on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only and do not reflect the beliefs or opinions of the cast, their peers, friends, family, or co-workers. This show may contain strong and crude language for the sake of entertainment. If you are under 18, please get permission from your parents to watch and listen. If you are offended by the contents of this podcast, please do not watch or listen. Now, it's time for the show.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention? The show starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's see it.
What?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk and spit on that
Let me give you some trash talk, okay?
Well, hey there. It's Sunday, April 6, 2025, and we are live on YouTube. This is the Florida Trash Talkers. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We have lots to talk about. We're going to talk about how Pat McAfee is in some hot water, the happiest city in Florida. China taking over some of our land here in the USA, and Babe's world-famous game. Looks like everyone's here. Let's take attendance. What's going on, Wally?
Hey, good Sunday morning. How's everybody doing? NCAA finals is set. I got half of it right. Duke choked at the end. Couldn't handle the pressure, I guess. So Houston went through against Florida. So should be a good final.
What's going on, Keith?
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Let's do it one more again.
Good.
What's up, baby? How y'all doing? Everybody good?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Hanging in there, bro. Ready to get this motherfucker cracking.
Let's do it, baby.
And I'm Jay, broadcasting live from Miami. Got my aviators on, trying to pull my Tom Cruise off. What do you guys think? Am I doing it? Am I pulling it off?
I don't see Tom Cruise, but I see Pitbull.
I'll put Pitbull. All right,
Yeah,
I'll take it.
He's down in Miami, so it fits.
Mr.
All right, guys, we broadcast
International.
live every Sunday, and you can be part of the show by chatting with us in real time. Your chats will roll right into the studio, and we'll chat right back into you. Now, listen, you can't watch the show live. That's no problem. All you got to do is watch the show later on. Give us that like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, and make sure to like us on Instagram. Let's get this show started, boys. So I'm here in Miami. Came down for a friend's wedding, and on the way down, the speed limit is like 65, 70 miles per hour. But in Florida, you know what they're going to do? They're going to change that speed limit. What do you guys think about that? They're going to change the speed limit from 75 to 75 miles per hour. Do you think that's the right thing to do in Florida, the way Florida drivers are? I mean, I'm down here in Miami, man. It's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? The drivers down here are out of control. So do you think raising the speed limit is the right thing to do?
They doing that to help people out of Miami because everybody do 85 any damn way in Miami.
Trying to do a favor for everybody. We won't give you a speeding ticket because now you can do 85.
Well, now that means that the speeding ticket's going to be less, right?
Yeah,
So if
it won't be unlawful speeding.
Oh, yeah.
After
right, it
15
won't be
miles an
unlawful
hour.
speeding. and it won't be a $250 ticket. Now it'll be a $150 ticket. So now you're saving money. So good for the DOT for doing that, right?
Yeah, let me knock on wood before I say this. I haven't got a speeding ticket since July 1995.
Oh, fuck.
I don't
We're
know.
all
That's
gonna
it.
get
That's
it
it. Now we're all
God
on the way
damn it.
home. I'm going to drive up to Orlando. When I go back to Orlando, I'm getting the ticket now. Thanks, Keith.
Jesus Christ.
It's been 30 years since I got a speeding ticket. 30 years since I got a ticket, period. But I have like a matrix that I do. If whatever the speed limit is, I do right at 9.5 miles an hour over it. Because I figure I'm gonna find that cop that ain't gonna mess with me if I'm under 10.
Gotcha.
Well,
yeah,
yeah, so-
10's kind of my threshold too, but I'll catch myself going home on the toll road, and I'm like, why am I passing everybody? Oh, I'm doing 18
my
miles an hour
God.
the speed limit.
My God, it's so easy to do at 3 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah. Well, this is going home. This is going home.
Well, I drive the interstate on the way to work every day, so I try to go, around the speed limit, try to keep it under 10 miles over the speed limit. But when I'm on traveling, like I'm going to, on vacation or whatever, I like to find that guy that's doing like 90 and kind of let him get ahead of me. But then I, kind of stay with him. But in case there's that cop up there, man.
Yeah, let him be the guinea pig.
Oh, exactly. And let him snag him. So I just kind of sit back in the cut, just right behind him. But I'm a good distance behind him, so they won't get the second guy. But
I did that. I did that same thing one day going to Tallahassee, and I was on I-75 about 15 miles before I-10, and this car passed me. I'm like, what a motherfucker, man. All of a sudden, trooper comes up off the ramp. I'm like, got you, bitch. And I look behind me. There's one behind me. They had the helicopter running radar on everybody.
Oh, damn.
So I was like, oh, shit. I told the trooper, I was like, I'm not even fucking mad. That's kind of cool that I got a ticket from the fucking helicopter. So what really pissed me off, I'm getting on I-10. I get pulled over again. I'm like, you have to fucking shit me.
Yeah, I-10 to get you, dog.
Well, it was the same trooper. He goes, I remember you told me you're going to Tallahassee. I gave you the wrong ID back.
Oh,
I didn't even look. I'm like, oh yeah, that's not me.
Oh, okay. Good,
True.
good,
I
good.
don't look. If I ever got pulled over, I don't look to see if that's my ID. I just put it right back in my wallet.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. Now, talk about raising the speed limit. You know what? I think it's a fucking complete trap. One of the main roads that I take going to work, Clarkona Ocoee, has dropped 5 miles an hour.
Really?
Has it?
It's gone from 45 to 40, and it's fucking impossible.
Well, I tell you what, Dave, you ain't got to worry about that speed trap much longer, okay, brother?
Yeah.
So what is the threshold like? Is it 9 miles per hour that you can kind of go? Is it 10, 12? I mean, what's the proper amount that you're not going to get pulled over? I mean, you always take the risk because you always get that risk because you're always going to get that one cop that might pull you over and say you've gone 2 miles over the speed limit, so I'm running a ticket. But beyond that one cop, what's the threshold here?
I try not to go over 10.
12.
I try not to go over 10. I try to stay, if the speed limit is 70, I try to stay right at 79. If I see myself at 80, I'll drop down a little bit. Like 78, 79 is where I try to stay at.
Yep, yeah. So, if I keep it under 10, I'm a key. As soon as I hit 80, I'm like, fuck, let me slow down and keep it at 78, 79. I should be all right.
So currently, 18 states have the 75 mile per hour speed limit, which would be Arizona, Arkansas, Colorado, Kansas, Louisiana, Maine, Michigan, Nebraska, New Mexico, and North Dakota. So Florida looks like it's going to be next on that list. We'll be the number 19th. We'll be the 19th state to go to 75 miles per hour. So I don't know about you guys. I don't have a lead foot, but I am looking forward to 75 miles an hour. That way, when I go to and from Miami to Orlando, I can get there a little bit faster.
I've seen you drive a go-kart before. I know you do not have a lead foot.
Dude, but it's just going to piss you off more.
That's not fair.
It's just going to piss you off now even more because you got these motherfuckers in the left lane going fucking 60 miles an hour, and now they're doing 25 less than the actual fucker.
I was just going to say Jay, one of them left lane drivers.
Sorry, 15 miles an hour in the speed limit. It's like, god damn, man. So you're just going to be even more fucking aggravated.
Yeah, well, I can tell that angry Wally. I'm just like, damn it, I can never drive on this highway again.
I have a funny speeding story. Oh my God, when I was a teenager, when I was like 18, me and a bunch of my buddies, we had girlfriends all over the state of Florida. And it's pre-cell phone, so you didn't have to check in with them much, right? Because they knew long distance calls was too expensive. So we had in North Florida, right on the Florida-Georgia state line, right off 75, we had a few girlfriends up in that part of town. So we would leave on Friday night and run through the whole town and come back Sunday morning really early. So the Miami Dolphins had a 1 o'clock kickoff, and everybody in the car Dolphin fans. So we left. This is usually about a 5-6 hour drive. Man, we made that trip in about 4, and we hauling ass. We on I-75. We haven't even got to the turnpike yet. We hauling ass. I mean, we driving an old Cadillac. It's probably about an 85 Fleetwood. And we hauling ass. I'm driving. I'm doing about 95. It's back in the speed limit, speedometer. This is what the speedometer was like horizontal. So in them old Cadillacs, I had the needle all the way in the corner, past the numbers. So it was somebody in like before I get there, we stopped at the Burger King right before we left and got breakfast.
No, and we mayonnaise.
No, we got breakfast. No mayonnaise on the breakfast items. So we all, back in, I think they still do it. Those Burger King crowns they give to the kids.
Oh yeah.
There's 4 of us, all of us wearing the Burger King crowns in this Cadillac. And back then, Wally know what I'm talking about. We used to have the Crown air fresheners.
Oh yeah.
We had one of them. We had one of them on the dashboard, and so we fucking flying on 75, right? It is little Datsun 210 or whatever passed by and shot by us. Like
Fighting words.
Like, God, dog, what she got in that little car? Because I know I got the needle in the corner. So 5 miles later, the state trooper came up behind me, but passed by us and looked at us and kept going and caught up with her. So we slowed down to a gradual, like 60, 65. She was going so fast that when the police pulled her over, they had time to stand on the side of the road, tell us flag was over. Y'all pull y'all ass over too. Right? But the policeman was driving, it was a state trooper driving those old Mustang GTs. So
okay.
He was just so amazed, and it shit tickled him that we all had Burger King crowns on. He didn't give us a ticket, just gave us a warning.
Y'all motherfuckers high as shit.
Oh boy, and we still made kickoff.
Nice.
Still made the kickoff.
Nice.
All right, so traveling around like you're talking about, Keith, we've been talking about going to Miami, seeing a football game. I'm here in Miami right now. I came here to see my buddy get married. That was actually a pretty good wedding, but getting married and having a big ceremony, is that a thing still, or is that thing of the past? Because this was a over the top, definitely a Miami wedding, absolute Miami wedding, TikTok wedding, Instagram wedding. What do you guys think? I mean, I know Wally, you've never been married. The other guys, we've all been married. So not interested.
I mean, my wedding. So my brother was already engaged to his wife,
right,
about 4 months before I proposed to Denise, and then we're like, "Hey, man, why don't instead of having people spend more money to come down a couple months later for our wedding, so why don't we just have a double wedding?" So, me, I don't see the big flash, even though ours ended up being a big wedding because we had 3 families there. We had my sister-in-laws, Denise's family, and me and my brother's family all down. So it was a big wedding, but it had everything you could ask for at a Polk County wedding. I mean, it had beer,
people
whiskey,
with no teeth.
But that's okay. Fuck you guys. We had a fight. It was great. So
bonfire.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was. I saw it. The fire department showed up, I believe.
Grady
Judge showed up. But
we got to get him on the show.
I'll see what I can do. I know a spot he likes to eat lunch in Winter Haven.
He loves publicity, so I'm sure he'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm not a big flashy wedding type of guy. So I'm just like, hey man, let's get this prison sentence started.
Well, fellas, I've been married twice.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I've been married twice, and both weddings. Now, let's say I'm a full transparency. I didn't have nothing to do with any of it. I just showed up. But both weddings, I had big flashy weddings.
So my first wedding was pretty. It was kind of fancy, but there's a lot of money put into that. But I think the older I'm getting now, man. I mean, the wedding now. I want to spend the money on me, right? The wedding, I'm spending $40,000, $20,000, whatever it may be, to entertain my friends and family. But now, at my age, and especially this is going to be my third wedding, by the way.
Jesus Christ! I hope you got it right this time.
Well, there is a common denominator in the problem in the situation here. So,
you.
No, it's them. It's them. They're the reason why. Okay, they're the problem.
Jason only marries red flags. Sorry, Sudi, I love you.
The plan is I'd rather go on a big vacation like Barbados, Tahiti, or something like that, and spend the money on me and her than spend the money on all this big party for everybody else. That's my preference. But going into that, how I got into this conversation is that we're talking about traveling back and forth, right? Keith going to Miami. Well, you going from Polk over here to Orlando. Jason, Wally, he doesn't leave his house. But what's the happiest place in Florida? Where's that? I mean, where is Orlando? The mouse, the House of the Mouse. Is that the happiest place in Florida? Where's the happiest place in Florida, Keith?
Believe it or not, bro, you closer to it than all of us. Where do you think Orlando sits? Ranked in the top cities in Florida, where do you think Orlando sits?
4.
You've been cheating. It is
No.
ranked number 4.
Really?
That was a shot in the fucking dark. I swear to God.
Good job.
Because on my list, dealing with the traffic, it's not even in the top fucking 50.
But they do. It's weird how they ranked it though. They ranked it amongst like emotional, physical well-being, income and employment, meaning a household earning annual incomes over $75,000. You know, and community and environment, like how many parks, leisure time, you know, traffic and stuff. So Orlando is ranked number 4 in the state of Florida. I don't get this because it's expensive as hell to live in this one city. But Pembroke Pines is ranked number 1. Now I say you right there next to it, Jay.
Yeah, I'm about 10 minutes from Pembroke Pines, and that's actually where I lived when I was here. That is the happiest place to live. I don't think so. It's Pines Boulevard is full of traffic. It's got taken over by all the Hispanics. I'm saying that very quiet because I am in Miami. They've taken over Pembroke Pines, and you can't understand a word anybody's saying over there. So, I mean, it's not for me.
So Hispanics can't be happy?
I was
What the
going to
fuck?
say, Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
What the fuck is going on here?
Listen. I'm not saying that they can't be happy. What I'm saying is that they tend to be they overstep their boundaries. They don't know they have boundary issues. All right. So
tell me you voted for Trump without saying you voted for Trump.
listen, I'm getting married to a Cuban, so I like the Hispanics.
So now that allows you to hate on
whoa,
Hispanics.
time out. You are Cuban.
I am part Cuban, yeah. I'm actually enjoying some Cuban food right now. I got my pastelito guayaba right here.
Oh my god.
Croqueta.
Spanish word.
Look at bro.
What?
Cuban food is probably my second or third favorite. That's only because I'm growing up in Miami. Oh my god, that looks so good. There's so much butter on the top of that. But growing up
Vicky
in Miami,
Bakery.
Vicky is the bomb, man.
Yeah, there's a Vicky Bakery in Orlando now.
I was gonna say, I think it's one of those in Castleberry, I think.
Yeah, right off of 436.
Yep.
I've never had it, but I'm intrigued.
You got to try it out. You want some good Cuban food? Some Cuban pastelitos.
Oh my god, with some good coffee.
How do you say
Cafe
it?
con leche. Cafe con leche.
Cafe con leche.
No, I know that. What are you eating?
I'm eating pastelito guayaba.
So basically, dog, it's a Cuban pastry. It's a guava pastry. Basically, how you say it in English.
I'm trying to figure out how to say Polk County ethnicity.
Oh, I'll have one of those biscuits with the jelly.
You want a guava pastry, or you want the one with cheese in it. That's how you say it in English.
Okay.
Yeah. So they come looking like this. So it's the guayaba comes in a square, and the one with the cheese comes in a triangle shape. Oh my god, nice glaze right on top. It's so delicious.
The cheese one is the one I'd go for.
But the problem is you can't eat it in the car.
No, I just.
But Florida, Pembroke Pines ranked number 39 in the country. Orlando 66 in the country. Miami coming in as the 8th best place to live. But again, they're going off of like includes rates of depression, suicide, adequate sleep, sports participation, marijuana users, retail opioid prescriptions, not good mental health, food insecurity, and life expectancy.
You just described my fucking Wednesday.
But once Tampa is number 6.
Where does Deltona land?
It doesn't say.
Wally doesn't leave Deltona at all.
There's no Volusia County city on this list.
So Tampa's number 6 in Florida or in the country?
In Florida, 70 in the country.
Okay.
And which is weird because St. Pete is 69 in the country. You know, when you think Tampa, you think St. Pete, the same shit.
Well, it's down the road, yeah. Yeah,
Right
well, I guess that'd be the same thing. I guess it'd be the same thing because Miami and Pembroke Pines, they're right next to each other, but 2 different cities.
Jackson did very different. I wouldn't live in Miami. 1, I can't afford to live in Miami.
No one can afford it.
2, I love Miami, but I couldn't live. I can never ever again live in Dade County.
I can't afford to live it.
Jacksonville is the worst city in the state of Florida, which is
I believe
not surprising.
I've always heard that. I've always heard that Jacksonville is a horrible city to live in. Nice place to visit, I heard, but a horrible city to live in.
It's not even a good city to visit.
That's all they're getting shit to do there.
But and also the the Jaguars are there, so no one cares about them.
Well, in 2 years they won't even be there. In 2 years they coming to Florida. I mean Orlando and Gainesville.
Hey, speaking of like sports, I don't know if it was bullshit or not, but I saw the Tampa Bay Rays are supposed to be moving over by the Florida State Fairgrounds by the Hard Rock Casino.
Really?
Which I was like, man, that's a solid fucking move. I don't know if it was a fake story or not. I just kind of glazed over it real quick, and I'm like, all right.
I know Orlando is making a bid to try to get them to move to Orlando.
Yeah, I read that.
Okay, I mean somewhere centrally located.
They want to build a stadium over there by in the resort area by Disney in that World Center Drive area.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You put it by the Hard Rock. I might be a Rays fan. I'm like, let's go to the ball game. Oh, there's a casino. I didn't know that.
What's your game of choice? Blackjack, craps.
If I gotta play, I'll play blackjack.
Blackjack.
But when I go to that Hard Rock, I hit the slots.
Okay, Wally, are you a gambler?
A little bit. I mean,
like Hard Rock bet, or would you go to the casino and throw some money, throw some coin around?
I don't know if I'm making a special trip down there. Now, if I'm on a cruise and there's a casino on it, I might go play some blackjack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't know if I'm driving down to Hard Rock to lay a couple bets.
What about you, Keith? Are you a rainmaker at the casino?
Believe it or not, I'm not a gambler when it comes to casinos. I am a sports bettor. I'm the guy I'm the guy to go to Vegas and bypass all the card tables, slot machines, and go to the sports betting area.
Just get the sports book.
Well, you're also on a $2.50 budget too when you gamble.
Believe it or not, when I go to Vegas, I'm a little higher than that because there's $5. There's more shit you can bet on at the sports in person than on the app.
Yep, I like putting down a $20 bet, like that one I put last week, $20 to win 150 grand. It wasn't even close.
Bro, I just want my Dunkin' Donuts money, man. Give me my Dunkin'.
That's my white trash. That's my white trash 401k.
Because bro, Dunkin' Donuts, if you go to Dunkin' 5 days a week, that's $100. Shit.
Yeah.
Because it's $20 every time you go.
Dude, that first day when I started there, sorry, Jay, I didn't mean to cut you off. You Dunkin' Donuts like every fucking day.
You remember that, right?
Yeah. Getting frozen coffees, bougie bitches.
You sent us a screenshot about your that you won enough money to go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Exactly.
From Hard Rock Bet. Yeah.
It was $164. That was
you got a week of Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes, sir. Let me get that sourdough grilled cheese with extra bacon.
That shit's good. I might have to do that. Put a small
mayonnaise.
one down. Extra mayo. I might have to put a small one down just to get the gambling gods mojo
graces.
Going.
Yeah, good graces.
Well, we are getting close to it, so you guys got to get some practice. I mean, we got the NFL draft coming up, so now it's time to start practicing on your Hard Rock Bet. Wally, what's going on with that NFL draft?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talk about obviously Cam Ward going, number one. Who's going to be number 2, 3, and 4? Colorado just had their showcase with Shador Sanders and
I missed that, bro. Travis. It was doing it as I was driving home Friday.
Yeah, Travis Hunter was out there. Travis Hunter didn't do any DB work, nothing but he just ran routes for Shador. So Travis looks like he's going to be at least top 3, I would imagine. Where does Shador go is kind of the big question right now. Giants going to take a quarterback? They signed Russell Wilson. They got Jameis Winston there.
Yeah, so I doubt they take a quarterback now because they just signed 2 in the offseason. Now they both old and they're not the future.
Right. But are you going to take
in the first round?
Why would you take 2? Why would you sign those 2 if you're going to take 1 in the first round?
Right. I don't think they're going to pass, but they're going to pass in the first round for a quarterback.
So to me, it looks like Shador actually is going to end up in Vegas to me.
Well,
I think
that was the big plan. Everybody, that was a conspiracy anyway, because Tom Brady actually like mentored Shador
yes,
as a kid.
yes. So to me, but there's a lot of talk about what's the running back out of Boise State.
Ashton Gentry.
Yeah, Raiders are highly on him too. I guess the son of the GM said that if he doesn't take Ashton, that he's going to be very pissed off and upset with his dad. So a little pressure there on taking the running back there at number 5. I think that's where Vegas is at.
Better be pissed off and pissed on, because I think they're gonna go with Shador because they need a quarterback.
I do too. But I mean, they extended Geno Smith too, right? So Geno just got an extension, another 2-year extension. So,
but again, though, Geno's not the future.
No.
Yeah, but they got him for the next 3 years. So
he'd be a great. I think Geno would be. I don't know his personality, but I think he has the skill set to be a good mentor.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. He bounced around at, when he started out, sat behind quarterbacks until he, worked through it and got his opportunity. And when he got his opportunity, made the best of it. But
I was actually rooting for Geno Smith because I was like, man, he was good coming out of college. I'm like, all right. And then you go to the Jets, which just seems to be a shithole organization. And just to see him get his shot with Seattle and do well with it was phenomenal. I mean, I was happy for the guy.
Yeah, he's a South Florida kid too, so I was rooting for him from day one, except for when he played for the Jets. I couldn't stand him when he played for the Jets. They fall right into my Bills category. Fuck the Bills.
Fuck the Bills. Fuck the Patriots. Fuck the Jets.
Exactly.
Everybody except the Miami Dolphins.
Exactly. So once he left the Jets, man, I was rooting for him, and I think his career, as his career matured, his skill set matured also. Because stuff that he was doing later in his career, he wasn't doing in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, he really turned it around, man. He was super impressive.
Well, I wonder why Shador has fallen so far in this draft. I mean, they're talking about late first round now. To me, I think he's really. To me, I would rather take a chance on Shador over a guy like Cam, because unless I got Cam in the room and he's able to read defenses like this, then I might take Cam with his athletic ability over Shador. But to me, Shador is the perfect pocket quarterback. He doesn't rely on his athleticism. He was sacked the most, in college. He got hit all the time. He only had 10 interceptions last year, which under pressure, that means he's not panicking and just throwing the ball somewhere and it's being intercepted.
Mm-hmm.
He's with his dad being who his dad is, he's got to be able to read defenses. His dad, can read a defense like the back of his hand. So to me, I don't understand this talk about Sanders falling. It's going to be interesting to see where he falls in the draft. But
I think a lot of it is pushback on his father. I think as much as we admire Deion Sanders, I love Deion Sanders.
I was going to say that too.
I think a lot of people literally don't like Deion Sanders because he's so flashy and he brings this glow. University of Colorado damn near was like a club on the sideline the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So that's not traditional NFL. That's not traditional college. So you have people with no affiliation with Colorado at all, but because they support the father, they support Deion Sanders. They was out there on the sideline.
And that's a good thing. That's exposure. That's exposure. But
I'm not saying it's wrong, but you got some of the people that I'm not opposed to it at all. But I think some of these traditional people like, that's not football. He's too flashy. I'm not going to bring, because no matter what team Shador goes to, his dad gonna have a lot of intake, a lot to say about it.
That's what I was gonna say. That's probably what
they don't want that suitcase.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably the deterrent there, and a lot of it could be, once say Cam Ward goes number 1, where does the need fall for each team? That might be why he drops. But at the same time, he's got that football pedigree in his family, man. He knows football, top to bottom, left to right, inside out.
But it's kind of crazy because he's going to, I guarantee we could mark this April 6th show. Deion Sanders is going to have more to do with Shador's career, and he's going to be more vocal about Shador's career than he is his other son, Shiloh, that's going in the same draft.
Yeah. You don't hear shit about him.
Nothing.
No,
Yep.
no, because one he plays DB or safety, the other one plays
Yeah.
quarterback. The quarterback's the prime. I think there's a little bit different relationship. I think Shador always lived with Dion, and I think his other son kind of went back and forth between him and his mom. So
Okay.
I think his relationship with Shador is a little bit different. So, and especially being at the quarterback position. But
Deion's going to have more to do with Travis Hunter's career than he is with Shiloh.
yeah. Well, he has.
Yep.
I mean, he's kind of put Travis underneath his arms. I mean, I remember when Travis was supposed to go to Florida State. That dude grew up a Florida State fan, and up until
And he's from North Florida somewhere, isn't he?
I forget exactly where he's from, man. But when he was coming out, he was the number one 5-star recruit coming out, and he was supposed to be going to Florida State. And he grew up a Knowles fan, and when the rumors started, because he ended up visiting Jackson State, and the rumors started coming out, was he flip-flopping. He actually came out and said, I'm a Knoll for life or some shit.
Really?
And then the day of signing, he ended up, signing with Dion at Jackson State. So Dion's kind of put in. That was a big move, man, from that, a top, 5-star recruit going to a, historical, black college, wasn't, seen back then. So it was like really big news. So, I mean, that kind of put Dion's school out there, got other recruits to go there, and kind of, set the path to where Dion could go to Colorado. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure Dion's got a huge relationship with Travis.
I just looked it up. He's originally from West Palm Beach. And in his early teens, he moved to Swanee, Georgia, which is outside of Atlanta.
That's right. Georgia.
Yeah, but that does all make sense. That I guess not make sense, but I can see that where Travis Hunter and Shador are Dion's kids. Like that's the one. It's almost like even what's his name, Shiloh. Is like, hey, yeah, he's there, he's good. But I don't know, as a GM, would you be like, he's the DB? That's what his dad played. I would feel like he probably knows more about offensive schemes. Maybe can't do what Dion did, but knows what he's looking at when offense breaks the huddle and lines up.
Oh, I'm sure he's got that instinct ability, being able to read offenses, and see how things are kind of set up. Does he have the speed of his dad and the total athletic ability of his dad? I don't know. I've seen him make a couple plays.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen him make some big plays for Colorado, where he was actually reading the offense and he was in the right spot.
Yep.
So maybe he is more talented than Shador, and so he doesn't have to hype him up as much. But Shador, he's got to be kind of hype,
Yeah.
I've seen
promote him a little bit more.
I've seen him play with damn near with a broken arm one time and still was out making plays. I would love the Dolphins to pick him. He's not going first round. I would love the Dolphins to pick him up in the second or third round because we need help in the secondary bad, and I think he's what we need.
Miami Dolphins need a lot more help than this. Just that.
Did you?
I was hearing rumors the other day that Minka Fitzpatrick might get reunion in Miami.
I don't want him.
Really? I like Fitzpatrick.
No, he's a traitor. You leave us. He demanded the trade.
Dead to me.
I don't wish harm on nobody, and I'm saying it on live show. Every time he plays, I hope somebody take his goddamn head off because I really hate that guy. Because the Dolphins were struggling, but we had a team, and he was a rookie. He was a rookie and demanded a trade mid-season.
Gotcha.
I thought he did well. For the Dolphins.
He did well, but he demanded a trade mid-season, dude.
He's way better than Tua.
Okay, let's go to the next subject. Did you hear the Dolphins?
You don't want to hear? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're a Tua fan.
Yeah, no matter what's going on in the draft, the Dolphins are now forced to get, and I think we was already teetering around it. The Miami Dolphins are forced to get an offensive lineman. Because Teron, you see, you're in Miami, so you probably didn't notice it because
I
of
saw.
Teron Armstead.
Hung him up.
He retired. He hung it up.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yes. I just saw it this morning.
Well, then again, I don't see anything that has to do with sports. So,
hey, speaking of sports, while we're talking, I'm listening. I'm also trying to cook up a little parlay.
I do mine after the show.
On baseball. I don't know shit about baseball. $20 for $378,000.
Isn't the Phillies playing the Dodgers though?
Phillies,
shot in the dark
Dodgers.
there, huh, Dave?
Yeah, just Phillies, Dodgers, and
I see you pick Phillies. The Dodgers haven't lost. I don't think the Dodgers lost yet.
the Dodgers haven't beat the Phillies yet.
Oh, they haven't beat. That's their first loss. Phillies.
Phillies, I think they beat them two of the 3 games so far.
See, before the Dodgers faced Philly, they hadn't lost yet. So I know the Phillies are pretty good. So I've been staying away from that one.
I don't know shit about baseball, but I'm like $20 to win almost 400.
My Panthers messed me up yesterday because they were supposed to beat the team by a lot, and they I don't even think they scored a fucking point. I'm talking hockey. Yesterday.
If you win $400,000 on a shot in the dark, man, that's I don't know what to say about that, man. You're selling your house. You're going on vacation. I don't know what you're doing with $400,000. What would you do with that?
He live in Florida, so $400,000 and get him a 2-bedroom but 1 bath efficiency.
Condo. Yeah, condo. A condo.
Listen, it'll pay off this house, and then I'll sink the rest in fucking retirement.
What would you do, Wally, with $400,000?
Figure out a way not to work anymore. Tell you that much.
With $400,000, can you live the rest of your life on just $400,000 without having to work?
Not legally.
I'm going to try and figure it out.
Not legally.
I think you need to have at least $3-4 million to be able to not have to work the rest of your life.
If I put,
if you invest
$50 on that, if I put $50 on that, it jumps to almost $1 million.
So you're doing $50?
I think I might ride with 100. What's $100 get me?
$2 million.
Oh, $2 million.
This is how they catch you. This is how they get
That's
you.
how they get me, man.
Next thing you know, $500 bet. Yeah.
You guys are watching a gambling addiction unfold in front of you. So $100 gets me $1.89 million.
Oh, shit.
Well, see, I think you could probably survive without having to work with that kind of money.
Okay, let me tell you too. With the $2.50 bet, I don't have to report none of my winnings to the IRS. That with a $20 bet, and you get, I think anything over $20,000, anything over $10,000, you have to report it.
10,000, yeah.
Anything over 10,000, you have to report it. And I don't need to report nothing.
Yeah. So what am I doing? I should. So $2.50 bet on that. How much do you think that gets me?
Based on the numbers you said, I would say $1,000.
How many? How many parlay? What's the parlay?
16.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, that's $300.
So a $2.50 bet on that gets me $47,000.
Wow.
Keith, why aren't you making these type of bets? You're working on Dunkin' Donuts. Dave is going balls to the wall with $47,000.
Because a 16-leg parlay is damn near playing Russian roulette.
It is, but the way I look at it, I spend $20 on a scratch off every week. So this is the equivalent.
That's playing Russian roulette with a 6-shot revolver. They only have 5. There's already 5 bullets in. So you only got one hole without a gun with a bullet in it. With 16.
Yeah, but it's not really Russian roulette at $2.50.
Yeah, that's not at all. I agree with you, Wally.
But do you know how many
change?
Do you know how many gods got to get together for a 16-leg parlay?
Oh my god, dude!
Well, that's why the payout is $44,000.
Exactly.
I have a brother. I have a brother-in-law. Sometimes he listens to the show. If he's listening now, I say something. That son of a bitch will bet 50 cents, but he be doing like Dave. He'll have like an 18-leg parlay, so he'll win like his potential is like $8,000.
Yeah,
on a 50-cent bet.
So a $5 one gets me up to just under $100,000.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Well, I hope you win, Dave. And if you get that $1.8 million, I hope you spread the wealth, right? Want to talk about something that's been in the news this week. It's near and dear to Wally's heart. Maybe let's see. Do I have any sad music here for you, buddy? Let's see here. There you go. Pat McAfee is in some hot water.
Pat's always in hot water.
Yeah, but this one, he's getting sued He's getting sued because on a show that aired on ESPN on February 26th, the only thing he said is Ole Miss. That's all he said. The Ole Miss, talking about the University of Mississippi, that he and his buddy, or him, had a menage a trois with a girl, right? And the girlfriend's boyfriend's father. So it was the boyfriend's father and him had a menage a trois with this girl and the University of Miami.
Oh, you're talking about the story of the quarterback for Ole Miss.
Yeah.
And supposedly there was some kind of something about his father.
So you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So he never mentioned anything or anybody by name. All he said was the Ole Miss. And this girl, her name is Mary Kate Cornett. All right. She says that he was specifically talking about her. And now she faces multiple harassment, insults, and now she's suing since the false rumor about her boyfriend and father. This show aired on February 26th. On Wednesday, she comes out and says, it's about me. He's talking about me. Nobody mentioned names. Nobody mentioned anybody. It was just she decided it herself. Now she implied herself that it happened to her because she's the one. Now she's looking for a payday. She's getting she's suing ESPN and Pat McAfee. So my question is, what you guys think about that? I mean, this girl just came out of nowhere saying it's her.
Well, just said it. You just said it. She's out for a payday.
Yeah,
I kind of remember that episode. It was basically talking. It wasn't even a reference towards her. It wasn't.
No.
It was a reference towards the quarterback and what was going on at Ole Miss, and so I mean, what else can you say? Here's another female trying to get a payday. I don't know what else to say.
You got $250. You could sue anybody for anything and let the court of law try and fucking
figure it out. Yeah. So go ahead, Keith.
I think the bar exam have dropped. I believe it's easier to become an attorney because there's more attorneys there right now than there ever been. So there are attorneys that would take this case and try to get a quick payday also. Because Pat McAfee, big name. I'm about to say Pat St. Pat McAfee, big.
That's the girl. That's the girl right there.
She's definitely attractive.
That's the girl right there.
Well, once again, if a lawyer takes this case on, you put Pat McAfee's name there. Now your name's being, spread around through media because it's attached to Pat McAfee now. So his name's getting out there. Even if this case doesn't even go anywhere or nothing comes out of it,
the publicity you got in your name.
The attorney is going to get all kinds of publicity, and it's free publicity. And next thing you know, you'll be a big shot wherever he's at in freaking Ole Miss.
Yeah,
Mississippi.
This chick is trying to get a quick settlement. I think, but I don't think McAfee and his team is quick settlers.
No, they're going to fight this, dude.
Right now, there's no comment.
I'll say, if you're innocent, man, you don't settle for shit. I'm like, cool. I'm putting everything on the line right now. I'm gonna fucking bury you.
Well,
listen. It's not about being innocent at the end of the day. So let's say that this actually did happen, right? So I mean, did he commit a crime? I mean, what are we suing for? I mean, she's saying it was about him, but about her, but they never said her by name. So could it have been her? It could have been multiple women at the University of Mississippi, that they were referring to. Who knows?
None of us would even know who it is if she would have never came out and said anything.
Exactly right. So this is just a payday.
So she has to prove that it's her too, because he never said it was her. He never publicly said it was her. So now she have to prove, I suck this dick.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you prove that? How do you prove that he was speaking of her? I mean, what if he comes out and says, no, I wasn't talking about you, Kate. I was talking about Courtney.
Out 2 blocks down the road.
Exactly right.
Yeah, but the conversation was about the quarterback and the dad and what happened, the rumor. And I believe he even said it was a rumor going around about something that happened with the quarterback or dad or something, So it wasn't even brought up about her. It was about the quarterback and
Right, exactly right. It was about the quarterback and the dad. That was the story. And then she came out and said, "Well, they were talking about me." And
no, they were
I don't
talking
know,
about
man.
the quarterback and the dad. They weren't talking about you. If you were involved
That's
in,
exactly right. If you were involved with it, that's
I mean, you're yes. This is how stupid people have become, and everybody's looking for a fucking payday.
Lawsuits. Everybody want a billboard.
Damn, man! I swear to God.
She want one of them
Angry
billboards.
Wally. Angry Wally.
I sued Pat McAfee and got $2.3 million.
Can I sue Hard Rock for not winning?
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
you can
right.
sue it because there'll be you'll find a loophole. You'll be like, oh well,
It's their fault. You bet.
Yeah.
it's their fault. It's their fault that you lost. They had the wrong stat on there.
No, they have
Nope.
great advertising, and because of your great advertising, I felt like I had to bet, so I did, and I lost my money.
You made this
won't
this
even
commercial
want my
made it
back.
seem like a sure fucking thing.
Yeah.
Listen,
Well,
but-
isn't a Hard Rock bet? Don't they say guarantee the win or else you get $100 on us?
No,
Like
no,
your
no,
first,
no.
No,
The
no,
first
no.
bet.
Your first
Yep.
bet, you
It's
got your
your
money
first
Your
back.
first bet.
First
Yeah, your
bet,
first
money
bet.
back.
So
But
so now you bet your first bet and then you lose. Yeah, you get $100, but you're expecting $1.8
There's the
million.
loophole.
So sue 'em.
There's the
Sue 'em.
loophole.
Sue
There's
'em.
the loophole. That was my first bet today. You didn't give me my money back.
There you go. Yeah, first bet win. That's right.
see,
But,
I don't know. I know Dave have the app. I'm not sure if Wally or Jay have the app, but I can't remember if it's an email.
What do I need the app for? Who am I betting on? I don't even know. Milwaukee?
Yeah, you're gonna bet on Milwaukee. Milwaukee, everything. But
I mean, yeah, it's all Milwaukee, 100%, all the way through. That's an easy $3 million payday.
It's crazy. I think it's either email or every now and then when you try to bet, you have to read this prompt saying, if you have a problem with gambling, there's people that help you. So they're protecting themselves with that. They will help you. They will direct you to Gamblers Anonymous.
Well, what I think we need to do is have an intervention for Dave there. Look at him. He's not even focused, engaged right now. He's parlaying
I'm
all the
opening
way
up
right
the
now.
email of the bet I just made. And I'm trying to see.
See,
if
he's parlaying right now. He's not. He doesn't give a
I think
intervention.
I think I might need to seek them motherfuckers because Hard Rock is only legal in the state of Florida.
Yeah, when I went to Minnesota for the Vikings, I was trying to place one. They're like, nope, you're not in.
Oh, you have to be legit in Florida to make that bet. You can't even. I didn't know that. I thought.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
I have
But,
been on a cruise before and got out. It's something about the Bahamas. It still look like I'm in Florida when I'm in the Bahamas.
Hmm.
As soon as you pass the fucking Bahamas, it'll tell you are out of range.
Oh,
Yeah, I've gone to New Orleans. I've traveled a lot. I have every state. Every state I can tell you who you can gamble. I have everybody apps. Every state I go to, I got to make a $2.50 parlay every day.
I just made a $10
Wally,
bet. on that,
I think you and me are the only ones aren't compulsive gamblers.
In
I
New
just made it-
Orleans,
I made
See,
a
I like my
$10
money.
bet
I
on
like
that.
my money. I like my money. I don't like just to throw it away on a maybe.
Pussy.
You know,
What- what do you-
the one that they advertise all the time, but I haven't found a state yet that let you do it is DraftKings. No matter where I go, I cannot bet on DraftKings.
That's the one we had to bet on in Minnesota.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, now Keith, you have to go to Minnesota to be able to use DraftKings.
I want some of
No,
them.
I've used DraftKings in South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina also. You can use DraftKings in Florida, but it's a special app.
Pretty sure I did.
They have two different apps. They have DraftKings and DraftKings something else, and it's one I forgot what it's like a specialty DraftKings that you can use in Florida, but you don't win as much. It's like a dumbed down version.
Okay. Maybe that's
So
what I
do
need to try because I don't win shit on this one.
So, do you think Pat McAfee comes out of this okay, or do you
Yeah.
think he's gonna settle just to get her off the off his
Nah,
back?
Pat ain't the type to settle.
No, he's
Pat-
not.
Or do you
he-
think, or do you think he's gonna send a quarterback's father over to her house?
He's I
That's
don't
the
know
problem.
about that, but
That's the
but,
problem. She got digged down too good, and now she's like, I haven't been fucked like that in forever.
My boyfriend
So-
can't get me like that.
I need his dad.
Yeah.
Damn.
But
Damn.
yeah, Pat ain't gonna. He'll fight this till the end. He's not gonna settle.
Yeah.
ESPN. He's got ESPN backing, which is Disney. Disney's got fucking lawyers for days, so I'm sure
That's where it's
It's all
gonna get.
over.
That's where it's gonna get interesting because Disney don't like that publicity. Yes, he's not under Disney, but Disney damn sure broadcasting him, and Disney don't want that publicity.
And
that
Disney's getting a lot of bad publicity to begin with.
That might be the mindset of Disney, of the chick, because she knows that, and she knows Disney going to shut this shit down as soon as possible.
Well, if you're going to do that, then why don't you just go to the park and slip and fall? You know what I mean? Why make a accusation like this? Just to get an easy payday.
She's gonna get more money from Disney than she would freaking city government that she slips and falls at the sidewalk. I don't know, dude.
No, she was the one that, go to Magic Kingdom and slip there or something like that.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Now you
you
can sue it.
It costs. Well, it's expensive to get in that motherfucker. Let me tell you. So it's expensive to come down and visit and get inside the park.
It's cheaper to get an attorney or retainer.
Yeah.
Florida residents are $152 a ticket for one day, and you haven't even eaten. You haven't gotten a hotel room yet or anything like that for one person.
And that's without the $50 truffle cheeseburger.
Well, no, I have an annual pass, so it doesn't. It's free for me to get in, right?
No, bitch, you paid, motherfucker. You paid
the annual pass. You probably paid freaking.
It's $3,000 a person.
It is not $3,000 a person. It's $3,700. All right, and it gets you a free truffle.
For how many people?
It's $700. It's $700. It's $700 for the year. Okay, and per person is $700. So if you go 7 times, you've paid off your ticket, right? And you can go as many times as you want to Disney. So why would you not take advantage of that?
So it's $700, and that includes parking.
It does include parking, yes.
All for it's a park hopper. All for
it's a park hopper. Yes. So I can go. I can start off at I can start off at the Magic Kingdom and then hop over to the studios and then drink around the world all in one day. All in one day. That's amazing.
I love, maybe because I'm a part-time alcoholic, I love Epcot food and wine.
Yes.
I love Epcot food and wine. I always go counterclockwise. I always start in Mexico.
Well, we start off in Canada and we end in Mexico.
Nope.
Well, the reason why we do that is because they have the tequila flight in Mexico.
Yes.
And so we end our walk around there, so we don't start our walk around all banged up.
Well, they want you, the way it's designed for you to start in Canada, right?
Right.
But Canada got like this chocolate wine shit they want you to drink. I want that. I want the hard shit straight up. I go straight to Mexico.
But Canada has a amazing filet mignon there at the Food and Wine Festival. We're not talking about the real Canada for anybody that's listening, because Canada sucks. We're talking about at Epcot, all right? Which Wally is looking at us like we're a bunch of morons here, right? Because Wally's favorite thing to do is go to Disney World. Isn't that right, Wally?
I'm not gonna step one foot in that motherfucking place.
Listen, Wally, me and you will love.
You too, Dave?
Fuck Disney, man.
Come on, we all gotta
I'll go to Universal Studios before I go to fucking Disney.
We gotta go to food and wine.
Why? It's just a more laid back park, man. Like, it's like, I don't know, man. I just have a better time when I go to Universal Studios.
Man, Epcot food and wine is sexy as hell. You go there.
We should broadcast live from the Epcot Food and Wine Festival.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's open container all day. Everybody's sloshed. You get you I'm telling you, I go counterclockwise. So basically, I'm fighting against the traffic because everybody's facing me as I'm going the other way. That's okay. I'm there for a good time, not a long time. So I go there and I get started with that flight, that tequila flight, and then I finish it off. Let me get me a margarita.
So you got all them white people going, there's that black dude that's fucking up everybody's line, man. That doesn't know which way to fucking go.
Yes. Stumbling. I'm stumbling into every one of them too.
He don't know which way to fucking go.
Watch, next time I go.
He must be a Florida driver driving on the wrong side of the road.
Watch, next time I go, I'm gonna get one of them old people go-karts.
They start running over everybody.
Yes. I'm gonna be drinking and driving.
Keith, how the fuck you get a DUI?
Inside the park. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy Disney. I know people sue Disney all the time, going back to Pat McAfee. But in the park, something will happen there, right? And then they will sue Disney for whatever reason. I think that would be the better way to go instead of for her to, she self-inflicted all this negative publicity to herself, right? And all it's doing for Pat McAfee is giving him positive, because the more what they say about a TV show, celebrity, there's no such thing as bad publicity. So people are now going to start tuning into his show to see what else he's saying, right? So his ratings are going to go up. He's going to get more viewers. Meanwhile, she's over here self-inflicting bad publicity on herself. So why not find another way to sue, or spill your hot coffee on yourself from McDonald's and find another way of suing him to make some money for that easy payday?
Because McDonald's have a statement before you order your coffee. The content
they do now.
The content in this cup will scald the hell out you. So be careful.
I did that last week. I was laughing. I was because we just remodeled the inside of the house, the living room. So we're still waiting on the paint to get done. So we don't have anything back. So I don't have any end tables. I was sitting there. I had the coffee between my legs, and I sneezed, and that shit.
Oh,
I was like, "Oh, I can't sue myself. My dick's on fire."
Hot nuts. Hot nuts.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, motherfucker." But I was like, I get it, lady. I fucking get it.
Hey, go there. Piggyback off that. You have a beautiful home. Because as he was relocating earlier today, you gave me a tour of your home. Everybody else was gone. I was sitting there watching them.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, multiple ceiling fans.
You're a stalker, Keith. You're just following.
I wasn't actually relocating.
Yeah, but this is also the same guy that he knows the net worth of everybody.
He was. I wasn't relocating. He was following me around the house, looking through the windows as I went.
I did see. I think I saw Keith go.
I want to see them hot nuts.
Keith went hot to him.
This is also the same guy. This is also the same guy that knows everybody's net worth as well. Yeah. So he knows the layout of your house now.
I like it.
In the dark.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're coming to the midpoint of our show. We still got lots to talk about, but before, we are live on YouTube. We are the Florida Trash Talkers, right? Make sure to like and subscribe us on YouTube and follow us on Instagram. We still got to talk about the NCAA. We got Dave's world famous game, and a captain jumps on somebody else's boat or something like that. What's going on with that, David?
Yeah, I guess there was some kind of boating incident with the best charter captain in the state or the world. I forget what he said, but it turned into some, in my opinion, some guy he was drunk and trying to just flex and be like, look at me in front of my buddies. I'm King Big Dick on this in the Gulf here or wherever the fuck they were at. But it turned into a whole incident where he stepped on this kid. The kid said, "Man, I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid." And as soon as
I got the clip here.
Okay.
That's what you want to hear, bro.
Yeah, you should apologize.
But bro,
On the water more than you can possibly fathom in your water.
Me too, bro. I'm out here all the time, bro.
I'm 300 days a year on the water.
All right,
Every
bro.
day, I'm the best charter captain you'll ever meet.
There it was.
All right, bro.
Cuss me out.
Chill, bro. Chill,
Oh, he hits the throttle.
Bro.
Yeah.
Please, okay, please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Bro, I'm a kid, bro. Please.
Apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
You're gonna cuss me the
All right, bro.
in the middle of the
Bro, please, bro. Please,
Get back to my
bro.
boat.
Okay, please.
Wow, he jumped right on the boat and started yelling at the kid. I think he should have taken his flare gun and shot him right in the nutsack.
I mean, yeah, it's. I don't know about you guys, but that's a moment I'm waiting for. That is a perfect reason to fucking put somebody's brain matter out in the world, and I'm ready for it. I mean, I'm looking for a fucking reason.
So is that considered rage? You know how we have road rage. So is this boat rage? Has anybody had to deal with any type of boat rage or road rage or anything like that? I know here in Miami, you have no choice but to have road rage with everybody.
Well,
what about you, Keith? Or Jay, Wally, whoever you are?
the thing about the story is, man, what the kid was saying wasn't wrong, man. Like the kid was, all the kid was saying was, hey, man, when you're, slow down when you come in, when you come underneath the bridge, because there's people fishing here, man. Like, and the dude, I guess, is some ex-Marine, which, hey, and the kid was even saying, hey, thank you for your service, dude. But
Yeah.
still, like, you got to, slow down because you almost hit somebody. And then the dude went on a rant about having your lights on. And the kid was like, dude, I had my lights on. I wasn't, yelling at you. But now that I see you, I'm going to, say, hey, man, can you just slow down? Maybe you don't know this rule. I'm going to tell you about, say, hey, slow down when you're, coming through here because, there's people fishing. And the dude got fucking lit, dude. Just went from, 0
to 60 real quick.
Yeah. And, so, I guess from the story, the dude was also been drinking. So, that's always going to have an issue or be an issue. And then
Don't forget, he's the best charter captain in the state of Florida.
And he had some guys with him. So I'm sure he was trying to flex in front of them and everything.
Yeah.
But just, it just sucks, dude, because the kid was, he's just a kid. Like you could tell, like his build, he looked like he was probably 17 to maybe early 20s. Right. And he's just out there, trying to tell the guy, give him some, real good information, like slow down when you're coming through here. And next thing you know, he's being attacked. Like, Jesus Christ.
My God, I owned a boat when I was his age before, and I wish a motherfucker would have jumped on my boat. I wish somebody would have jumped on my boat with that shit. Oh my God. I'm telling you, around those years, I probably was the most ignorant I have ever been in my life. I was always looking for a fight. I didn't think I could lose a fight. So somebody in their 40s or 50s trying to fight me at 18, I was looking for that.
Now, when you were looking for that fight, were you looking for people that are under 4'9"? I mean, because you're what, 5 foot? I mean, I can't imagine. I can't imagine that you're looking for guys that 6 foot. Oh, I'm going to fight you. I mean, you're
whatever, bro.
I
had a certain set of skills.
Looking for the midgets. All right,
I had a certain set of skills. I don't give a damn how big he was.
All right, look, Liam Neeson here on the podcast. All right, Liam Neeson here on the podcast. Go ahead, Dave.
I was to say that guy stepping on the boat, that is the definition of the stand your ground.
Oh, I agree with that 100%.
So
That's why.
Sorry, I got the stand your ground thing. It says in Florida, it allows individuals to use deadly force in self-defense if they reasonably believe it's necessary to prevent imminent death or great bodily harm, and they are in a place where they have the right to be without a duty to retreat.
Well, there was no place for him to retreat. What was he going to do? Jump in shark-infested waters?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's as soon as you step on my property, that's like somebody coming to your car, grabbing your door handle. Nope.
Yeah. They'll definitely stand your ground.
And he was threatening. With his tone very threatening, so I could have said the kid could have said he was in fear of his life.
Yeah, easily. You can hear it in his voice. I'm just a fucking kid, bro.
And I believe every boat has to have a flare gun, right?
Supposedly.
Well, yeah, that's why I said. I mean, at that point, you pull out that flare gun and shoot him right in the crotch, right in the crotch.
Hot in that spot too.
Yeah.
Well, so it brings me. I mean, any of you guys ever experience road rage? I mean, this kind of. I know it's happened on the boat. This guy got a little out of control and messing with this kid. But Keith looks like he has a story with that laugh here. Have you ever experienced road rage?
A few times. So let me say, the most amusing.
Spill the beans.
And I'm usually the aggressor too. I've grown up, but I'm usually the aggressor. The aggressive road rage. But let's go when I was much younger, around that kid age. This is right before I got into our wonderful industry that we work now, that I've been a part of the industry for 30 years. So I had to be about 19. I was working for Napa Auto Parts. And I was working in the one in Miami Lakes off of 57th Avenue. Jay, you're the only one going to know what this is. 57th Avenue.
I know exactly where that's at, yeah.
Right across the street from SM and Nissan?
Yep. I know exactly where that's at.
All right. So
that's actually considered Hialeah nowadays. Really?
Well, it was Hialeah Miami Lakes then too. So
Miami Lakes is Miami Lakes. Those of you that don't know Miami, Miami Lakes is a upscale Hialeah. It's Hialeah with a bow tie.
it used to be the Pembroke Pines.
That's kind of like Polk County, right? And then you put a tie on Polk County. That's what Miami Lakes is.
Yeah, we're classy, man. We maybe not a tie, but we got a tuxedo T-shirt.
spray paint your abs on.
Exactly.
So I was driving one of those Ford Rangers with the Napa cap on the top of the car, on top of the truck. I'm hauling ass, 5-speed Ford Ranger, and I went up under the Palmetto, and I made the left right there by the Home Depot on that little auxiliary road.
Yep.
There was a roadway. Y'all, everybody familiar with the roadway trucking? It was a roadway 18-wheeler trying to back into Home Depot. You know, that road is real narrow, so he was catching pure hell. And I know I got like 10 deliveries, and I got, everything's timed. So I'm on the horn, that little Ford Ranger. Wah, move your ass out the way. Wah, come on, man. Damn, you can't drive that truck. Wah. The dude in that damn roadway truck got so frustrated with me laying on the horn, he jumped out. I'm ready to fight, too. He jumped out. And I didn't know my passenger door was unlocked. And he jumped in my passenger seat with a fucking Crocodile Dundee knife this big. Put it up to my throat and say, bro, I will fucking kill you right here if you blow that horn one more time.
What'd you do?
Jesus.
Did you blow the horn?
He shit himself.
Yeah, I shit myself. I said, okay, I'm sorry. I said, okay, I'm sorry.
I fucked up.
Go ahead, take your time, sir. And I sat right there and I watched.
Take all day.
So now, me being who I was at the time, I went home, got my gun, and I carried my gun for like 2-3 weeks at work looking for this guy. Looking for this guy to get, this guy gonna pay for this, even if I just scare him like he scared me, right? And one day I did find him, and I didn't pull out the gun, but the guy walked up to me and said, bro, I've been looking for you since it happened. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I shouldn't have did that.
I was going to fucking kill you.
He said,
he reminds me of that guy from was it Happy Gilmore or what movie was that where he had
Billy
a list
Madison.
of Billy Madison. He had a list of people.
Yes.
And as soon as that guy came up and apologized, he took his piece of paper and just went.
Whoop, yep. Yep, that was Billy Madison. Yep, he came and said, man, that it was real narrow over there. I was frustrated. My truck wasn't acting right, and I took my anger out on you. I mean, I apologize. I shouldn't have did it.
What about you, Wally? Ever experienced some road rage? I mean, you are angry, Wally, so I can only imagine that you're bitching at everybody on the road.
Nah, I've never had nobody try me or do anything on the road, man.
Because he's angry Wally. He looks pissed off. Like, oh, I'm not going
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're not messing with him. He's probably the Crocodile Dundee guy.
Wally's like, that was you, Keith?
Yeah, right. But no,
what about you, Dave? Any road rage?
Nothing like to the extent of what Keith just went through.
But I know you have a story.
I mean, I remember leaving like high school one day. Like I was a new driver, 16, maybe 17, not knowing better. And I got my brother and somebody else. I think there was somebody else in the back seat I was taking home. And we got to a red light, and all of a sudden the guy in front of me jumps out, and he comes in. He's like pounding the side of my driver's side window. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So me being dumb, I put my window down. I'm like, what's up? He's like, you're riding my fucking ass. I'll blow your fucking brains out. And I'm like, what's he talking about? So fast forward, we get to the next red light, and he's going straight. I'm making a right, and we're next to each other. And he's staring at me. So I'm like looking straight. I'm fucking scared to death, just like 16. And I see my brother's hand go in front of my face. He's like, I'm like, God damn it. So I make a right, and then I see him holler. I'm like, God damn it, Bill. So I'm like trying not to haul ass anywhere. And then we finally get a couple red lights up, and he breaks off and goes somewhere else. But like,
then you pull over to the 7-Eleven and have to clean your underwear.
Yeah, except dude, I was like, just heart beating out of my chest.
Well, you had a story that you told me one time, but Dave, that you ran over somebody or something like that.
No. Denise ran over somebody. My
Oh, excuse me,
designated
your wife ran over somebody.
my designated driver ran over somebody.
So you were banged up, and your designated driver. Right. So you probably would have been safer if you drove.
Exactly. That's why I looked at her. I'm like, I could have fucking did that.
Did y'all stop?
So this is what happened. So we leave the bar. It's like 2 a.m, right by Lakeland Police Department.
Should you be saying? Should you be talking about this?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
This fucking downtown Lakeland.
He's been cleared. Well, he could talk about it. He's been cleared of all the charges. Since Denise still has to worry.
I know where the Lakeland Police Department is, right next to the Amtrak station downtown.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
This is how Dave gets rid of his wife. Okay.
Yeah.
So, bitch. So we're driving, and I'm like, look at this month. So there's a car coming towards us, like in the correct lane. I'm like, look at this. I'm like, what is that? There's a guy chasing the car. And I'm like, all right. And it's like I drove a big F-150, fucking 22 spinners on it.
Makes sense.
All this, right? So
Polk County stuff.
Exactly. It says Big Sexy across the windshield.
And meth in the bed.
Exactly. So he sees my truck, and I'm like, I can see. I'm like, oh, fuck. So it's like he stops chasing that car and makes a beeline and does this mosh pit dive into the driver's side of door of my truck, hits the ground, goes under the back tires. I look in the mirror. I'm like, he's folded, like his legs are like he's laying on his back with his legs under him up by his head. And I'm like, sober like that. I'm like, okay, we just fucking killed somebody.
He tried to commit suicide.
Yeah. So we park, I jump, the people behind me get out because they almost ran him over. And I'm on the phone with LPD, who's literally half a mile down the fucking road. They didn't get there for 2 hours. So I'm like, hey, this guy just dove in my car. I think he's dead. So I'm talking to 911.
They could have walked out the building.
He stands up like fucking Terminator, just like sits up like the Undertaker. And he's like, you motherfucker, you hit me and I'm going to beat your ass. And I'm talking, I was like, do you hear this? I'm like, can you get a cop here now? I was like, because I'm not leaving. I don't want to be a hit and run where he calls the cops the next day. And the cops ended up chasing him through the woods. And they called me the next day saying, hey, he was high as shit. You're good. You weren't driving. That was the end of it. So it was crazy.
How long ago was this?
Yesterday.
What's today? Thursday, happy hour. Wow. God, this was I don't think we were married yet. So this was before 2007.
Okay, statute of limitations over with. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, no, he's safe. Denise, I would be luring up if I were you.
The only
this
thing
went live on the air.
The only thing close to that I have is when I was driving front load for was it Republic? Yeah, I want to say Republic. I was on 441 down by 33rd down in that area.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude was riding a 10 speed. And it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
1986. I think he still make 10 speeds.
So shut up, man. It was early 2000s. So anyways, he's crossing 441. And this van, I mean, I don't know how the van didn't see him. So I'm coming up to him. The van's coming the opposite way. And the dude's trying to cross the street. And he went in front of me, crossing in front of me, going to the other side of the road. And it's, 4 lanes. So he gets almost to the sidewalk. And that van hit his ass. And dude, as he hit his ass, that dude went flying in the air like a helicopter. And it was like slow speed. As I'm passing him, man, I was like, whoa, check that out. It was just like this dude just spinning in the air. Oh. And there was a fire department right there, I think off of like I want to say 29th Street and 441 that I picked up. And so I rode over there real quick, was banging on the door, and told him about it. I don't know if the dude lived or died, but yeah.
Oh, it's still there. It's still there. That's on 3. It's still there.
Yeah. But I don't know if the dude lived or died. I don't know if he made it or not. But that's about the only thing as far as. And I've seen a car flipped over one time.
That bitch is on crack. Trust me. If he was over there, he was on crack. So he didn't feel none of that shit.
Yeah, probably not. He probably bounced off of it and kept running. I don't know.
He didn't feel none of that shit.
I'm fine.
If you're anywhere in the numbered streets on OBT, you're on crack.
It's good to know.
Okay, the statute of limitations got to be over with. This happened in 1996 or 7.
Oh yeah, half the fucking police force wasn't even born.
Yeah, this 96. You're right. So this is either 96 or 97. I just finished working. When I first got into this industry, I was working for the city of North Miami, and they cut 5 positions. Because back in the days, they used to have what they call them toters, but back in the days, garbage was kind of easy. It was a real loader in the beginning when I first started, because they would have toters that would go and pull everybody garbage from behind the house and put it in front of the house. But if they only had like 2 or 3 bags, it was clean and it was all bagged up, they would pull the bags out and they would collaborate all of those on one block. So sometimes you might go 3 stops per block. Anyway, the city did away with those positions. And had just got hired. So they took the 5 last hired and found other spots for them to go in the city we can bring you back sanitation department. I went to Park and Rec, right? And one of the things was a Park and Rec was you worked all fucking day. You got there at 7 in the morning, you got off at 4. And we used to race home every day. I don't know why. I'm 21 years old, so we used to race home every day. So as we racing, I passed by North Miami Middle School, and I hit this old guy on the bicycle, because I'm trying to beat somebody to a certain spot in my car, my Nissan Sentra, right? But
so two people in the Florida Trash Talkers ran over somebody.
Well, I
50% of us. 50% of us.
Technically 25. Denise did it.
Fair enough.
I fucked this old man. This guy had to be about 70 years old, man. He was riding. Guess what, Wally? He was riding a 10-speed.
I don't know if we should be laughing, but okay.
He was driving one of them fancy ones too that you spend a lot of money on. And we should see him zooming through the city all the time. So come to find out that he made sure he went by the middle school every day when they got out, so because he was checking out the little young girls. And that's the reason. But what happened, I hit him. He saw me get ready to hit him. Old guy had some strength. He did a full front flip over the bicycle, over the handlebars, landed on my hood, so I didn't really hit him. I hit the bike. And I fucked this bike up, and I got out. I didn't run immediately. I got out, hey, are you okay? He said, yes, I'm okay. I said, man, are you okay? He said, I said, actually, one more goddamn time, man. Are you okay? He said, yep. I said, all right, see you later.
Yeah, then Keith and that old man skipped over to 7-Eleven, and they cleaned their asses.
Yeah.
That was a Friday night. I didn't get no sleep that weekend because I just know the police coming to get me.
They're gonna knock.
Was
it a white guy or a black guy?
Old white guy.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah. No, I'm surprised the police didn't show up to your house.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The police, you're gonna get a knock on your door tonight.
Statute of limitations, baby. That shit damn 30 years ago.
They're like, oh, that's the guy. That's the guy.
Well, he didn't want to report nothing because he was a pervert trying to sit there and go by
that's exactly
middle
what
school,
happened.
whatever.
That's exactly what happened. He was a pervert checking out middle school kids at 70 years old.
Oh well, whatever. He deserved to get hit then at that point.
70 is a good run.
At 70 years old, what are you going to do? You know, I mean, you're not working. Hey, I'm going to go ride by a middle school and check out these hot girls. You know, hey.
You're not working.
We know what Wally's going to do when he turns 70 years old.
You're 70. You're not working. You're riding a bike. You probably didn't make good life choices. So
yeah,
it was one of them expensive bikes, though. I'm telling you.
Okay. So maybe he did. Maybe I'm
like marathon type bikes. I'm like, what the hell?
Maybe I'm being a judgmental asshole. I don't know.
Man, my Central was
I think you are.
Maybe he was just that was the middle school was in this path. Maybe that was his normal day route.
Every day.
Middle school. Yeah, every day.
Is that the excuse that pedophiles use? It was on the way.
I mean, I had to start here and end up over here. And
you could have gone one block over
there. No, it was that would have made it longer. I don't want to make it longer, so I had to go right down this path.
That's great, sir, but why are you jerking off on the playground?
Pants on while you're on the bicycle.
I took some gas station boner pills. Let's go.
Station boner pills.
Honey. Took a honey pack.
Wally, what's going on with the NCAA final, man? I know I know you're itching to talk about it. We're all itching to talk about it. The game was last night, so let's talk about that. What's going on with the finals?
Yeah, I mean, looked like Duke Duke had a chance to win it there at the end, man, and ended up. Wow, this is the segment where Jason goes away. But
What's going on with? I'm out.
yeah, sports gone.
You're not talking about Milwaukee.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, Duke had a chance to win, man. That would have sealed up my finals, man. I would have Gators and Duke in there. They kind of choked there at the end. I was it 30 seconds left. They were up by I want to say 8 or 9.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and ended up choking at the end, man. Florida looks good. They played in the best conference all year. They won the SEC championship, so it's going to be hard for Duke to beat them. But the only way Houston beats, I mean, I'm sorry.
I know what you meant.
It's going to be hard for Houston to beat them. Obviously, I'm still thinking Duke, or I wanted Duke to go through. Houston plays a hell of a defense. So if Houston can kind of muddy it up, you know what I'm saying, against Florida, it's going to give Houston a chance. But Florida played in the best conference. They won the SEC. Looked like, unfortunately, I am a Knowles fan, and I hate to see it. And I have a hanging gator with an arrow through it in my backyard. That's how much I hate these fuckers. Looks like they're going to go on and win the national championship. So, but I think it's been a good tournament overall. All 4 seeds getting in, or all 4 number 1 seeds getting in. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the final and seeing if Houston can basically, I'm sure, upset, because I'm sure Florida's going to be favored.
It should be.
Yeah, I'm sure. So it's going to be interesting to see if Houston can upset Florida.
Well,
Now I'm a Houston fan for sure.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
the
a
opposite.
Houston fan.
I'm the opposite. I'm like, even though like I don't really root for Florida teams, if there's a Florida team in any kind of champ, like if it's the FSU in the national championship or the Gators, I'm like, all right, let me vote for the
Because
Tampa Bay.
you don't have a Florida team that you kind of root for. So since you live in Florida, you kind of root for one of the teams.
Yeah,
With us, it's like.
but see, I'm the opposite too. When Green Bay was eliminated from the playoffs, I'm like, all right, Detroit, let's make a fucking run. Somebody in NFC North, keep it here.
Yeah, I get that point. But for me, I just hate Florida Gators. I can't root for them. So, and if Duke didn't make it, I'm a Tar Heel college basketball fan. So either one of those teams winning it, I would have been pretty upset about. But it is what it is.
Yeah, North Carolina. That's where the second greatest basketball player in the ever played.
Yeah, don't even. You're just trying to go down that road.
Start that shit. Don't start that shit.
So listen. So yeah, I know that the finals are set for the NCAA tournament. For me personally, it's a win for everybody because I fucking hate college basketball. So that means we're at the end, and I think we all win that way. As soon as college basketball is over, I'm like. But then we're starting to get to that point. Then we're starting to get to that point though where we're going to be in that twilight of all right, it's just fucking baseball because hockey's starting the playoffs. It's just going to be baseball now. So, not a huge baseball fan.
I'm not a baseball fan at all. Love to bet on them, but I'm not a baseball fan at all.
It's almost getting the part of the year where I'm just there's nothing on. I'm angry.
So we all got to touch up on our baseball, so we're prepared.
Dodgers going to win it all, so they're undefeated. Aren't they undefeated?
That's what I thought too, but I found out Phillies beat them in it so far in this series. But what's up? But in baseball, you hear about these damn torpedo bats
that the Yankees are using.
The Yankees beating the shit out of people with these tweaked up bats.
Yeah, I know they were showing something. Was it opening day or day 2 where the Yankees went like 4 home runs, like back to back to back, like on 4 pitches were just.
And to the point where other teams were processing it, but MLB approved it. So they legal.
They're legal bats. Yeah, supposedly. So the Yankees had a guy working for them, and he was from MIT, and they started talking about bat designs, and they talked about moving where the actual head of the bat actually is in the bat. So they
Closer to the hand.
Well, they moved it down towards the middle of the sweet spot of where most of the time when you make contact with the ball, that's where you're going to get your biggest bang for the buck, basically. And so they moved the head down there, and it's now when the ball hits it, it's just popping off the bat. But Judd doesn't use it. Aaron Judd doesn't use it.
Aaron Richard, that's because Richard don't need it. That big son of a bitch.
Well, yeah. Shit. But yeah, supposedly the Yankees have hit like more homers in the first 3-4 days than any other team in the league history or something like that. So Yankees going to need that. They're going to need their bats to come through with I think they're struggling with their pitching. I think they have a couple injuries. But for me, the Dodgers looks like the Dodgers is probably going to win again. I mean,
Dodgers are 9-1.
Yeah. I mean, they have the best roster. So
they're doing Mookie
Betts.
Oh my God, man, he is good.
Yeah, he's definitely good at baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Does Milwaukee have a team?
Yes,
they do.
Yeah. They actually do.
That's what I'm going for. Clearly,
of course,
they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Jeez, I fucking hate you.
Hey, but back to
the Stanley Cup. I'm sorry, that's right. Stanley Cup. That's what they're going to win.
Back to college basketball. There's two reasons why I'm going for Houston. And by the way, I picked Auburn, Houston to be in the finals. So 50%. I got 50% correct. But the reason why I'm going with Houston because I really love Houston. I love the city of Houston. If I had a chance to move out of the state of Florida, it would either be Knoxville, Tennessee, or Houston, Texas right now. I love Houston. Houston reminds me of Miami so much. It's like the Miami of Texas. It is.
A receiver from my son's high school was on a visit at University of Houston.
Houston is like the diversity there, the food there. The food sucks. Everybody talk about the food, but see, I'm not a big spicy food person anymore. And a lot of their food is Cajun. There's a lot of New Orleans type food there.
You don't eat anything, Keith. You don't eat anything.
No, I can't eat spicy foods no more.
Except Burger King burgers with all that mayonnaise.
Extra salty mayonnaise.
But the barbecue is good. The barbecue is good there. So that's why I'm going for Houston. And rap icon Master P has a son play for Houston.
Oh, really?
Mercy Miller.
Oh.
He didn't play last night, but he usually get in, but he didn't get in last night. He's number 25 for Houston. He's a freshman.
Gotcha.
So speaking of different parts of the country, right? You want to live in Houston. Any place you would want you'd pick, Dave? I know you said Tennessee or something like that.
I'm in love with Tennessee, Carolinas.
I'm that Knoxville side. I don't like the other side. I love the eastern side of Tennessee.
Yeah,
that's the part I like.
Wally, is there any spot? I'm sorry.
I was going to say, spots. Yeah, I was saying that Tennessee, Carolina area, or me and Denise talking. Let's be real. As much as I love the season,
She's
going to be living in the Polk County Correctional Center after your story.
She's going to Grady Judd's hotel. But I'm like, man, let's hit the Keys, man. Let's just be in the beach and.
Too expensive.
Yeah, it's very, very expensive.
Money is no object after this fucking parlay hits, boys.
You like I said, you literally have to have a seven-figure salary to live in the Keys.
Yeah.
So out of all these places, and you're like, I'm set. I'm going down to the Keys. I'm going to Houston. I'm going here. And then you find out that China is buying all these acres of land. What happens at that point? China is taking up, 27,000 acres. Is that right, Wally? Yeah, across the United States.
It's a lot of land.
It's over 27,000 acres, over 26.
I have here 29 states is what I have here.
29 states, yeah. So yeah, what is going on with that? Why is China why are they buying up all the land, and why are they allowed to buy up all the fucking land?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why too, and it's a shame. It's a damn shame that they're doing it. But the reason why is as Americans, and it's been like this since day one. Most Americans are money hungry. So we don't give a damn if you have 4 eyes, 2 noses, long as your money is what the right color, we would sell it to you. We don't give a damn if you're coming from Ukraine, China, Russia. We will sell it to you. Versus we go to China with the right change and they won't even let us buy it.
Well, I mean, you think it has something to do with the tariffs? Like they're buying this land so they can start putting businesses here. Is that a possibility?
This is nothing new. China's been buying up America for for decades.
It's a sleeper cell organization that's going to COVID 2.0. I'm calling it now.
Well, they're saying that there is going to be another pandemic in 5 years. So is China preparing to, with this 27,000 acres, are they preparing for this pandemic that's supposed to come in 2030?
I mean, wasn't the COVID pandemic, wasn't it China's fault?
Yes. And if I recall correctly, Donald Trump kept on calling it the China disease. China. But so, I mean, is that a possibility? Is it the tariffs or is it they're preparing for the 2030 pandemic?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It can't be about the tariffs because I'm sure this has been going on long before.
Yeah, exactly. So it can't be about the tariffs, man. It's about them being able to take over. They're trying to take over the world. They're trying to, reason why Trump wants to, try to take control over the Panama Canal is the fact that China has such a large population over there. China's buying up, land in the United States. It's a way for them to kind of move throughout the world, dude, and kind of almost take over the world to a certain extent. I mean, I just, like I said, I don't understand why they are allowed, anybody from China is allowed, or China's businesses are allowed to buy up farmland here in the United States when we can't go into China and buy any farmland. They're not going to allow us to do it, but we allow them to do it.
Yeah, and you figure 27,000 acres it seems like a lot, but it's also divide that by 29 states. That's 931 acres per state. To me, that's almost like conspiracy theory times. Like that's just enough to stay off the radar, just laying low. We're doing something else.
Well, there's a lot of it too. A lot of land that they bought is near Air Force bases and military bases.
Really?
Yeah.
So that put a whole different swing on it.
Yeah, I mean.
So what
the hell is that? What the hell is that music?
I have no idea.
Conspiracy theory music.
Oh.
So who's to say what's really going on, man? But that to me, that shit's got to stop, man. We got to put an end to that shit.
Yep. If there's an American farmer struggling, there shouldn't be anybody from another country
reaching out and say, "Hey, here go $1 to help you out."
Exactly. Yep. I mean, they're the backbone of this country, man. The farmers.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, the farmers are, and I know Trump's trying to do what he can for those farmers, but why? I mean, if you're only getting 9 acres in 29 states, so what are you doing with those 9 acres? I mean, are you putting up housing?
931.
931 acres. What's China doing? Like, I don't get it. Are they building little factories there? Little Amazons, putting lead in our toys and our stuff.
Drilling deep enough to do something into the water system. Who knows?
It's possible. I mean, I have a feeling they're trying to do something for that 2030 pandemic that everybody's talking about. They've set their footprint in 29 states, so now they have a wider spread to be able to get to everybody.
I don't know what the reason is, but they need to get the fuck out of here. That's all I know.
Yeah, because
that's what I was getting to.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that like our number one country, like war threat? Like we really don't mind going to war with anybody, but China's like, well, we don't want to fuck with them.
Rich on YouTube is chatting with us. He says 27,000 acres will make a hell of a Chinese military base. So is it possible we're putting military bases across 29 states?
Like I said, are they sleeper cells or what are they doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, is it actually farmland? And then, is it land that they're actually producing crops and
What the hell they
and-
producing? Bean sprouts?
well, whatever they're producing, are they poisoning it to put it in and selling it to us? Like, I mean, who the hell knows, man? I mean, they already make our fucking phones and shit. They probably can listen to every conversation that anyone wants to make. I mean, how crazy is that? Like, our phones are made in China. Like, what kind of technology and software they're putting into our phones that they can listen to at any time, or
Oh Lord, I better stop going on certain sites.
I mean, China's already trying to kill us to begin with. I mean, they're lacing our kids' toys with lead, and they're lacing stuff that we buy, not just toys, with lead. It's a proven fact. They're doing that. So, are they coming here, like you said, Wally, to taint our water?
I mean, who the hell knows? But all I know is that shit needs to change, and they need to get rid of that shit. They need to get the hell out of here. That's all I know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Trump, work on that next, please.
Get China the hell out of here, unless they're coming here and they're gonna help Dave with his parlay.
Yeah, I mean, or if they're making some awesome ass sweet and sour chicken, I'll allow it.
I'm an orange chicken guy myself sometimes.
Orange chicken's not bad.
Orange chicken, all right. I like the pepper steak that they make.
They make a salt and pepper chicken that's fucking amazing too.
Yeah, them Chinese people, they sure do make some good food. I'll tell you what, and it's cheap and fast.
All right, they're okay.
I don't know how cheap it is these days. It's shit. You get a number 5 now, and goddamn, it's $13.99.
Well, they're putting
and that's the lunch special.
China's putting the tariffs. They're charging us the tariffs now, even though it was made here in the country. Hey, let me ask you guys: have you guys ever sent a text out to the wrong person?
I try not to.
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah. You say something and you sent it out. You're like, oh, that's not what I meant to say, or who I sent it to.
Yeah, I would say I sent it to the wrong person, but there's been times I've wrote the wrong stuff before and sent it, and then realized I probably shouldn't have said that. But
if nowadays with an iPhone, if you catch it in time, I think you got about a minute. If you catch it, you can go back and delete that text. Now, the
iPhones have the unsend button now, but you have a small window to get to do that.
They will know that you deleted a message, so because it says message deleted.
Which I think is crap. They shouldn't put that on there. They shouldn't say message deleted.
So now
there's the reason why I'm deleting it.
And now you got to explain what was that message you deleted and why you deleted it.
I just sent the wrong one to you. No big deal. I thought it was somebody else.
So I asked that question because in North Dakota there was I'm waiting for the plane to fly over. You know, that's what happens over by the MIA airport. Yeah. In North Dakota, the mayor of Minton, he had a conversation, like a serious conversation with the district attorney there. Apparently, one of the police officers there committed suicide, and they were conversing about that and what they're going to do as a city, as a police department, and it was a serious conversation. Afterwards, he goes to his car and he videotapes himself on his phone, pleasuring himself
in the car.
In the car, the guy's 60 years old. The mayor's 60 years old, and he's videotapes himself pleasuring himself, and sends it to the district attorney by accident. Allegedly, he said that he was making that video for his girlfriend. He sent a picture of him pleasuring himself.
I can't stop laughing.
To the district attorney. This is the district attorney of South Dakota. Here she is, right there. Right, and she got a video of him wailing hard, just baka, baka, baka.
In the car.
Why does your dick make that noise when you jerk off?
Waka, waka.
Yeah, great sound effects there, Jason.
Waka waka.
In the damn car, though, bro.
Walking.
In the car, he's walking, right? And so now, effective April 1st, which is just 6 days ago, he submitted in his resignation because he accidentally sent that text. So what do you guys think about that? I mean, we've all sent the wrong text to the wrong person, but I mean, I am not taking videos of myself playing with myself. I'm out gonna waka and take a video of it.
I mean, I get it, because if he had to make a super hard decision, man, you got to have that post nut clarity before you do anything.
God.
I mean, that's me. If I have any decision, we'll go beat this thing off real quick.
Oh God.
Is that what you do? Is that what you do? I need to get the scallops or the chicken. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Oh God.
No, mine was more go to work or don't go to work.
Waka. All right, I guess I'm going.
That happens every morning, huh?
Every morning.
Listen, I ain't mad at him at 60 years old. You don't know how many damn hard-ons he have left for the rest of his life, so we got to take advantage of every situation. He couldn't wait till you get home. He had to do it right there in the fucking parking lot.
Oh yeah, if he's 60 and that picture Jay showed, man, she's pretty attractive.
I believe, if I remember, let's see here. It says here that she is. That's her right there, Jay. I don't know, Wally. I don't know if you saw that or not. It says here that she is. I have it here. 35 years old.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
so
he did that shit on purpose.
Okay, look, he saw her, got excited.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe he's had issues, maybe it doesn't come up all the time. When it did, he was like, here's an opportunity. I can't let it pass because I don't know the next time this thing's going to go. And to satisfy my woman at the same time, I'm going to videotape it and send it to her. And because he had the woman on his mind that he was talking to, the district attorney, when he went to type in the name, he typed her name by accident and sent it to her.
But bro, in the car, it was dry in the car. I mean, that bitch rubbed the hole in his dick.
And the plot thickens here. It says here when the district attorney got the video, when she went to delete the video, she caught a glimpse of the Mayor Ross's erect penis and decided that she was too distraught and too stressed to delete it. So she was unable to delete the video.
So she sat there and watched it.
She had a colleague to delete it on her behalf because she said that the man was shown masturbating and it was just so much for her to deal with. She just couldn't delete it off her phone.
So that tells me the mayor's might be hung. I mean, if she can't delete it,
Linda, come here, Linda. Watch this with me, Linda.
Bring a couple vibrators. We'll send one
Linda,
back to him.
Did you know that Mayor Ross was hung like that? Jesus Christ!
I'm 60 years old. Come here, Linda.
Well, they say it takes a lot of blood, right? So I mean, if he's hung, so maybe at his age, if it probably takes a lot of blood to get it up. So at his age, it probably doesn't happen that often. So when it did, man, he struck, man. He took the opportunity.
He just took it. Yeah.
I got a 20-minute ride home. I got a 20-minute ride home. I got to do this right now.
All that blood rushed down there. So he was like, I'm dizzy, man.
Exactly.
He might have passed out and just hit send.
I actually think Mayor Ross used to work for Burger King.
Yeah. He was a mayonnaise seasoner.
He was
that mayor was like, man, this reminds me of 1996 when I was driving with Keith. He puts on his Burger King crown.
He probably, he was probably not jerking off to the girl. He's probably jerking off to you, Keith. Just thinking about the time that you ate that Whopper.
But he'd have came out better than sitting in that video. He'd have came out better and cracking for some head. Hey, baby, let's go to my car.
Yeah.
He'd have came out better than asking for some head in the car. She probably wouldn't have went this far.
Yep.
Fair enough. All right, boys, we're coming to we got 15 minutes left on our show, and you know what it's time for, don't you? It is time for Dave's world famous game show. Dave, what do you have for us today? Because we suck. We clearly suck at trivia. We are definitely not smarter than a fifth grader. So what do you got for us today?
So I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I know our pre-show we were busting balls about the music. So I've got, can you answer these almost useless trivia questions about music?
Okay.
Can't wait.
Oh, I actually got one here too.
Go what?
All right. I got a trivia question that I'll throw in there.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
just.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Just gonna blurt out the answer?
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Yeah, because Wally doesn't like to call his name.
What band did Paul McCartney form in 1971?
Beatles.
Beatles.
No, not in 71.
Oh, yeah, no.
It was Cream. No, not Cream.
That was a trick question. Look at that.
Exactly.
You had to catch the year, 71. I don't fucking know. Only thing I know Paul McCartney's Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney the Beatles. I don't know nothing else.
Wings.
That's right. Yep.
All right, this one's fairly easy. This one's really easy. In what city is home? What city is
Milwaukee.
home to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Cleveland.
Jay, Cleveland.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in Cleveland?
Yep.
Yes. Well, it's not too far from the NFL Hall of Fame.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
it's in Canton. Okay.
Yeah, it's not too far from each other.
What country is home to ABBA and the Cardigans?
Oh, my God. Sweden?
Sweden's correct.
Oh, go ahead, Keith.
The Stratocaster is a model of which guitar maker?
Say that one more time.
The Stratocaster is a model of which guitar maker?
The
I don't
Fender.
know.
JG Fender.
I don't know any guitar brands. Okay.
So what's the score? What's the score? Is Jay up in the lead for a change?
Jay is up 2-1. 2-1.
It's early.
Yep. What singer starred as Jareth in the film Labyrinth? I probably butchered that.
No clue.
Yeah, got us on that one.
David Bowie.
Oh, I knew that one too.
I knew you knew that one.
Damn it! As soon as you said it, yeah, David Bowie.
Which English singer was once married to Heidi Klum?
English singer that was married to Heidi Klum.
Mick Jagger.
He sings a song that was from a Batman movie, I believe.
Seal.
Seal. I was just going to say Seal. He's English?
Yeah.
Yeah. When he, it's so weird. He's a black man with an English accent.
I didn't
Hello,
fucking
Mike.
know I didn't know it was black English people. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. There's also black Cubans. Did you know that, Keith?
Yeah, they just really dark. They was in the plantations in Cuba.
Lars Ulrich is best known as drummer for which band?
Lars?
Lars.
Metallica.
Wally's on the board.
Proud of you, Wally.
I am too. Paul Stanley wears the Star Child makeup in which band?
Kiss.
Yes, Keith. Beat It and Billie Jean are on which Michael Jackson album?
Thriller.
Oh, shit. 3-3-1.
Oh my God! All right, I got to pull my stuff together here, man. Keith is coming with a fourth quarter comeback.
19 and 21 were the first two albums of what English singer?
Ed Sheeran.
19.
Nope.
19 and 21 of the English singer.
They're from England?
I guess, yeah. 19 and 21, which I'm guessing are the album names, were the first two albums of which English singer?
I thought that was the chick that's dating Kelsey. I can't think of her name, but ain't the chick who dating Travis Kelsey?
She's American.
Oh.
Adele.
Oh. I was thinking what year. I thought you when you never mind.
Do anybody else consider Adele attractive?
Yes.
Okay, me too.
Yes.
Nah.
I'll knock a block off.
Which Rick James song was sampled in You Can't Touch This?
Oh shit, I know this. Hold on, I know it. It's da. Freaky.
MC Hammer.
You're a very freaky girl. One you can't take home to mother. I can't think of the name of the song. Super Freak.
Keith, please do me a favor and never sing again.
All right, full discretion. This is in Wally's wheelhouse.
Well, Wally needs a point or two.
Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone was a hit on which soundtrack?
Footloose.
No, it wasn't Footloose. It was Top Gun.
That's Top Gun.
Did Wally say Top? I thought he said something. I just didn't hear it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Top Gun. Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you say it either.
My bad.
I thought his mic went out, but I seen you. I could see his lips.
Yeah, and his chest went wide too, right?
And
They're like, I know this one. Oh.
speaking of 60-year-olds about to masturbate, I just said Top Gun. Wally's about to go crazy.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put and Jay with his aviators on. I'm gonna go waka waka waka.
Wally sad 'cause Iceman died.
He is.
Poor Iceman. 65 years old.
Pete Townsend is known for smashing guitars in what band? Pete Townsend is known for smashing guitars in what band?
The Who?
Wally.
The Who?
Yeah. And this is Jay's wheelhouse right here. In what city was AC/DC formed?
Sydney, Australia.
There we go.
They not American?
No.
Dude,
No.
fuck you,
They're-
Keith.
Yeah, come on, man.
I don't know
They when you hear them talk, so Angus Young is Australian, Brian Johnson is Scottish, and when you hear the two of them talk, you can't understand a damn word either one of them are saying.
I don't know no AC/DC song. I just know they're gonna
Yes,
be
you
in town
do.
with it.
Yeah, you do. You know Highway to Hell. Highway to Hell.
Oh my God! I
I'm
made
on
this
the
statement.
Back in
Highway
Black.
to Hell.
I made this statement in office a couple of weeks ago, and Brian came and showed me a few songs on his phone because listen, I'm black. I listen to AC/DC. I have no idea what the fuck it is.
All right. By what nickname is Eric Clapton known?
Dead.
The Blues Man.
Wally,
Close.
got a guess?
No, I don't.
Slow hand.
Slow hand.
I would not have known that
Waka.
either.
Waka.
I was
Waka.
thinking the same thing, bro. I was thinking the same thing.
He takes his time walking. Waka wakas.
Calvin Brodus is the real name of what rapper?
New.
Yeah, you got it. I'm finna say it.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, this deep into a game, we have a three-way tie.
Oh shit. Say another rock question. I'll get it wrong. Go ahead.
20 more questions.
I'm trying to count that right now.
I need to know if I need to start cheating or not.
Yeah, well, then I'm not going to tell you how many's left. What Usher #1 song featured Little John and Ludacris?
Yeah.
Keith.
Keith is in the lead.
What beverage was the title of a hit song by Khalees?
God, I saw him in concert.
Milkshake. I don't know.
Keith.
That was a
Whoa,
guess,
what?
too.
Wow, that was a shot in the
I
dark.
swear to God, that was a guess.
That was such a shot in the dark. Holy crap.
What singles include Say It Ain't So and Hash Pipe?
Repeat the
Oh,
question.
I'm sorry. Whose singles include Say It Ain't So and Hash Pipe?
Still in
Who's-
the
Outcast?
Nope, it's a rock band.
Nickelback?
Nope, Weezer.
Weezer, yeah.
Never heard of them.
I don't think I've
Jesus
ever heard
Christ.
one of their songs. I haven't heard of them.
Yeah.
Name Weird Al Yankovic parody to the Kinks' Lola.
It's not Eat It, is it? No, that's
No,
Michael Jackson.
That's from
That's Michael
Big.
Jackson.
Lola.
Y'all ready for a hint?
Yeah.
Yes.
Star Wars.
Layla.
Nope. Yoda.
Yoda.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that weird ass song.
Gotcha. All right, we're on the last three. The last three.
So if I just get one, I win. Let's see.
The score is Keith
Make them
6,
all rock songs.
Heat 6, JG 4, Wally 4.
I only have 4.
Yep. Yes. All right. So, what Seattle band was originally called
Nirvana.
Ricky Baylock?
Nirvana.
No, it's not Nirvana.
All right, now repeat the question.
What Seattle
Pearl
band
Jam.
was
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam is correct.
Well, damn. How many times we get
What's the question? What's the question?
It says, what Seattle band was originally called Mookie Baylock?
Well, I never got that one.
I would not have either. I did not know that. What's the last word in the lyrics to Bohemian Rhapsody?
Easy come, easy come.
Y'all wouldn't believe me if I tell you I never heard that song.
Gee, I fucking hate you, dude.
Oh my god.
God, you're aggravating.
I know the song is a thing, but I've never literally heard it.
I can't remember.
Cheating. The motherfucker's typing. He's cheating.
Nope, doesn't count. Doesn't count. No points will be awarded. The last word is blows. All right, you ready, Jay, for the last one? I mean,
Jay can't win, but he can participate.
Okay. So
Wally can tie me right now.
Well, I was saying no, Jay can tie it. No, I'm sorry. You're winning with 6. I'm sorry. So do we say
I'm just a poor baby. I need no sympathy.
You're fucking wrong. Okay, whatever.
God, Lewis. Did Lewis just come on the show?
I mean, must have done something.
What?
So, all right, this might be an advantage to Wally. I don't know. Who is ZZ Top's drummer known? Who is ZZ Top's drummer known for not having a beard?
I don't
know his name. Yeah, I don't know his name. And I just saw ZZ Top in concert.
Is it Anderson? Something Anderson?
It is not.
He got legs.
The correct answer is Frank Beard.
Frank Beard when he has no beard.
That's what I was like. All right, so that wraps up trivia. Keith is the winner with 6. Wally in second with 5. JG in third with 4. I think that was the most competitive one we had.
That was a pretty good one. That was good.
I do have one. Does anybody know this song?
Yes. Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's Hotel California, right?
Oh yeah.
It is.
You're right. Yep. Eagles. My bad.
Do you know what the song is actually about? It's not about a hotel in California. It's not about a luxurious weekend. Did you know that?
I did not know. I know it's a haunted hotel that like everybody's dead.
So the song is actually about the American descent and burnout of too much money, corruption, drugs, and arrogance in California, and too little humanity and heart. So that's what that song is all about. It's not about a hotel in California.
Oh,
yes,
sir.
I
did not know that.
Yeah, we learn something every day, don't we?
Did you know that the song by Rick James, Mary Jane, is not about a bitch named Mary?
No, it's not fucking
No.
All right, boys, we're coming to the end of our show. It is 11:57, and we've gone a good 2 hours, and we are ready to end this show. Guys, let's talk about our last words. What you think, Keith? Let's go ahead. What you got for us on our last words today?
Oh man, awesome show, everybody. You know, we kept it in hyperdrive all day. Avengers Doomsday. Avengers Doomsday is coming at you live and strong, baby.
Robert Downey Jr. goes from good guy to bad guy. That should be very interesting.
Yes, it should be. That'll be another subject for me and Keith next week.
Yeah, we'll nerd the fuck out on that
one. Dave, any last words to end our show today?
No, hell of a show, guys. Enjoyed the energy today, and I thought we kept it moving beautifully. I hope everybody that was listening. Thanks, Rich, for listening and commenting. Appreciate you, bro. Tell 10 of your friends to tell 10 of their friends.
Hell yeah. I wonder where Grayson is at. We haven't heard from Grayson in a while. Wally, last words for today.
Yeah, great show, guys. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of their afternoon. Tomorrow night, hopefully Houston beats the fucking Florida Gators, and
yes, sir.
We'll talk about it next week. And hope everybody has a safe week and continues to listen. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, and I'm Jay, and my last words are: we are the Florida Trash Talkers. Listen to us live every Sunday on YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, follow us on Instagram, man. If you want to see what we're doing outside of the show, follow us on Instagram. Thanks for listening, guys. That's all we got. We are the Florida Trash Talkers. Let's get the hell out of here and call it a day, man. I got to drive back to Orlando. It's going to be a 4-hour ride.
All right, man. Be safe.
Be safe, bro. Drive safe.
Go 75 to 85.
Hey,
Keep it under 10 miles an hour over.
I'm gonna make the ride at 85 miles an hour, man. I want to get home.
You have the kids with you?
I have the kids with me. Yes.
Oh, never mind. I'm gonna see you go waka while you're driving.
Whatever you do on the way home, if you go waka or Sudi goes Haktua, or you get a speeding ticket, put it all on fucking Instagram.
Yeah, you gotta.
I got it. I will do it. I'm gonna send everybody my waka-wakas and Haktuas. All right, boys. I will see you guys next week. Let's get the hell out of here. Have a great day. I will see you guys later.
Oh, shit.